We need the MMA announcer.
See, with this software, I do all that.
Oh, yeah.
But it started though.
Oh, you good? Oh, that's
okay.
We are live.
Back in effect.
Back in effect. Grown folk biz night. Coming from you from 19th Street, 31st, at the Blessed Cut Style and Styles Barber Shop. As you can see, somebody's right behind us doing hair right now. We keeping it real and keeping it live. All right, so Grown Folk Biz Night, we are a political / some of everything. We talk about everything we want to talk about. You know, we're gonna talk about some different things today. But first, let me just introduce myself. Myself is first. My name is Joseph Lee, and I am a Republican. This is a panel of 3 branches being represented here today. And we got my man on my right side. His name is
I'm Lloyd, and I'm more of an independent, free-thinking the group.
Got a man to my left. His name is
I'm Clarence Gallagher III, considered as a Democrat. You know, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
Speak on it, brother.
Go ahead.
I gotta
This is about.
But no, look.
We started talking about something right now.
Yeah, as we've been doing this talk show, and it makes me, you know, do my research, and I've learned some things about Democrats and Republicans. So I'm still a Democrat, but I'm leaning towards being independent because of the things that I've learned. So that's where I'm at.
So that means we have room for another Democrat that might have to we're getting ready to have 2 independents. You got to represent the 3 branches of not 3 branches, but the 3 parties that, you know. So, but anyways, you see, the research is helping Clarence.
Yeah,
Not coming to the Republican side, but he's going to the independent side. You know,
it ain't really a side. It's just a
you know, the way I see it. I mean, you know, there's some things I like what Democrats do, and some things I like what Republicans do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and vice versa. It's good and bad, the pros and cons on both parties. So I just don't want to, you know, pick a side of that. So I'm just in the middle, trying to kind of like I'm independent, and I go from there. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly it. That's what made me really kind of feel that was, you know.
So made you change too?
I really started off Democrat, but it's just I don't want to subscribe and just I go with everything they do because I don't agree with everything they do. So, you know.
But that's the beauty of the country. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah. I can't be this way. Yeah.
You could be a Republican or be a Democrat or be independent, but still swing to the right or to the left. That's called democracy. You know what I'm saying? And bipartisan, you can, you know, if you don't like how your Democrats sound, then you can vote Republican.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And that's the beauty of democracy, which a lot of countries are struggling with today, like South Africa, China. China is a communistic country.
Yeah, they communist.
You know, and Russia, you know. And I heard just recently they just celebrated Doomsday. D-Day.
Oh,
yeah, Doomsday was just last.
Oh, okay.
Was it this week? Wait, what we had? Sunday. So I think it was last week. They were celebrating Doomsday. You know, so it's not celebrating, but
commemorating. Yeah.
And about Doomsday. And but I think a lot of countries came together on that day to stop a certain type of cause. I don't know, so I'm not gonna get into it. But anyways, it's a lot of stuff that's happening. Got South Africa. They're going through it. I was reading about some of the issues in South Africa. A lot of white people are getting killed by the South African government because they own land. And I think back in the 60s or something like that, land was not offered to blacks at that time. They couldn't buy land. So they created a law that says black couldn't even own land, which is kind of crazy and bad and immoral. But however, 35, 40 some years later, now we got the South African government that's being ran by a lot of African American, not African Americans, but blacks, dark skinned people, and they want their land back. And they supposed to pay them, right? We
Yeah,
was talking about that
at
earlier.
first,
They
yeah.
supposed to, South African government supposed to have paid to get their land back, but they went through court system or something like that. They was taking a long time, and I guess now you got some rebels, some bad people who say, look, you either leave or gonna kill you and make you leave. You know. So what y'all think about that? I feel like it's immoral.
I mean, I think
I feel like both sides is really immoral. I think it was done in the 1905 land, you know, and now they're trying to get it back.
Yeah.
They trying to get it back, and now they're just being violent to get it back. And I'm like, for me at this point right here, I'm at a loss for like words, really, because it's like give them back their land, either pay the people, and so you can get out of there with your life. Give the white people their money for the land, and just go ahead, white folks, and just leave. You know, I don't want you to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But if you in a land where people don't want you there, I done saw a lot of movies, even though it's fake, but still, they was getting killed. You got to get out of that land.
Yeah.
What you think they gonna do though?
Who?
What you think they gonna do when they get like too serious?
Yeah.
You know,
The white
saying?
people?
Yeah. What you think they gonna do? They gonna bring the military.
Well, that's what's So I don't know.
Well, who
Hopefully,
that's the problem.
Europeans.
Everyone has something to do with it.
Yeah, but that's where I think for those people, when they were their land was being taken, they were being murdered. The military didn't get into it then. So if they want to be considered themselves fair, they can't get into this.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's like, you know, stop the violence over there. You know, and solve it yourself.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a good political move for America to go over there. You got two presidents over there.
Oh, you talking about Venezuela?
Two presidents, and Trump is on one side, you know, and you got another one who is a bad regime. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pixelated. It's not blurry. It's pixelated.
But why?
It's your signal. The internet signal is probably not too strong.
We ain't never had that problem before. It was always.
It is always pixelated.
No, I'm saying it was never blurry. Like when you look at it online, you never. I don't know. Maybe is it this? We need clean lens.
No, I was
It's
thinking
clean,
that it's being pixelated. It's pixelated.
It's clean here on the screen, like on the computer. It's clean.
It must be just a transfer to Facebook or something. It's not on. They're not doing it on live. I'm on YouTube.
No, they're both the same.
But we ain't never had this problem before. That's what I'm saying.
Well, maybe the weather and everything got something to do with the internet. Yeah. Hey, this is just how it is. It's live. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you throw your little curveballs and.
Yeah. Sorry for the technical
difficulties.
Y'all can't see my pretty face.
That's probably
You should see what? Oh, big. Is it blurry or pixelated? Pixelated. Pixelated. Is it blurry or pixelated?
There's a blur as you fix.
Did she respond?
Not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, so
Yeah.
This is what we're saying.
Yeah, that's not right. It don't supposed to look like that.
Yeah, it's pixelated. It was only that the last time I did this too. On my phone, when I was looking at my phone, it was pixelated. But I thought like maybe it was just my phone.
Well, we can't do it like this. I don't want to do it like that, messed up like that.
Yeah.
Because it look tacky.
Yeah. It could be her signal too, as well. It's whatever. The thing is, if the internet signal isn't the best, and like you said, the weather,
Yeah.
the signal is going to drop because it needs the best internet to have the best signal. If it drops, it'll drop the quality just.
Yeah. We screaming live on two platforms right now.
Can she hear us clear though?
Answer that question.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us clearly though?
Y'all bear with us. We trying to straighten something out.
Back in the day, you used to see that rainbow picture.
Yeah.
Rainbow picture come up.
Yeah, she hears.
Oh, she did.
It just has a lag. It just like until you do live, it's always a lag.
Yeah.
You guys gotta give it time.
Okay. So what was that?
Yeah, we
Because if you
look.
look here, it's clear as day. It's
Clear on there, but not clear on here.
Yeah, it's not clear on mobile phones. You know what?
Yeah.
In fact, let me see. I think I put on my computer here. So let me show you.
That's okay, bro.
Well, they
talk
can
about
hear
it.
us.
They want to keep going, so we keep going.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, basically, I mean, about that situation, I think they got to handle that in-house. Like, it's just my thoughts. I don't know if outside interference, that'll be like how we got in the Middle East thing. Like, you know.
It's the weather.
Yeah.
They're trying to reconnect. So I'm gonna send a link to the video for the YouTube. The YouTube one is still expanding too.
Yeah.
oh, so now we're not live anymore.
You're still live. They're trying to reconnect.
Yeah.
So we keep talking.
I'm gonna send a link. I'm gonna send a link to the video and see what she sees. The YouTube one. Give me a second. The YouTube one is still moving clean.
So Facebook just got dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're trying to reconnect right now.
Yeah, when you go live on
It's
Facebook,
clear.
you always have these problems.
Well, now it's clean.
But, yeah, no.
Okay, see right now trying to reconnect. Like I said, there's a lag to it, so by doing that sooner, eventually you'll see it just freeze. Yeah, it said due to poor wireless connection, your video has been paused. Consider moving to find better signal, or you can end the broadcast. By the source, check out YouTube.
I mean,
YouTube one is still
you
running.
think it's because we're trying to run too?
No, that's the weather.
It's the connection. I run it to the last time and it was fine. It was clear.
Okay, so we just stop broadcasting.
No, live.
YouTube is running though.
YouTube.
Oh, you
YouTube
do?
is running,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right. I'm sorry. Here's my way. Red.
I see y'all fine on Facebook. It's better now.
Oh, she just
Oh. So it didn't pause yet?
It never paused. I hear Mark saying everything.
They say try to reconnect. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but we live. I'm seeing Joe talking on the phone and everything right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's
let's
go.
go. Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna go this side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we good. All right, thanks, Ms. Lee. All right. Okay, y'all, sorry about that, but that's live. We at the barbershop.
I'm saying, now y'all gotta support us. We gotta get some, satellite dishes and stuff.
Yeah. So, but anyway, what we just talking about? So basically,
Yeah, but I want
just
to
said
ask.
don't intervene. Don't
Yeah.
intervene.
Right.
All right. So
Look,
look.
but I want to ask them, why is so many white folks down there in South Africa anyway? Like, what's in the land? But
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
diamonds, the gold.
Oh
whatever they
yeah.
trying to say,
There's a lot of land down there. Yeah. China too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
China
man.
they got own land over there too.
Yeah. It's a lot of wealth down there. Always been. You know, the sad thing is though they don't get that money though.
Who don't get it?
The people who mine it.
Yeah.
The people who
The
mine it,
African people don't get it. Yeah.
they get like a penny.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what the laws that they made to take the land back. That's what they made to do to correct those wrongs. They're enforcing it so the people can get what's due to them.
Right.
And it ain't pretty. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the only way you can get it to a solution is on the other side of war. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna just give up their land.
I
And
agree.
these people that laid down and took it for a long time, and they ain't laying down no more. So, that's why wars happen.
Yep.
You know?
I'm like, look, whatever we gotta do to fix it, fix it.
Yeah.
But I think they should just go and just leave, take their land, give them their money. Y'all go
Yeah.
back wherever you're supposed to be. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
But they gonna declare that's their homeland too, because they've been here for a long time. Just like me. I've been raised in America. I feel like this is my land.
Yeah.
I can't really say that South Africa or any part of Africa is my land.
So if America came and told you right now they give you some money to buy your house and everything, and you go back to Africa, would you leave?
I'm out of here.
Give me money to go back down there.
Yeah, to Africa.
Go where? I don't know nothing about it.
That's how them people feel.
I don't
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand.
But they want their land back, or the Indians. What if the Indians come up and they do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. But I don't
Get in
know.
where you fit in.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Nobody's bothering you. But so that's with that. You got that going on in South Africa. So I don't know what your opinion is about that. think they should give them money so the people can leave, or should the white people continue to fight to stay there? So that's only up to them. They gotta resolve that problem.
Yeah, y'all do some research and y'all read and y'all teach us, man. 'Cause, hey, y'all let us know what y'all think on that.
And back to America, I ain't leaving this country. I like this country. I like America. And all them gonna pick cotton
Yeah,
with slaves in here. We don't earn that right. We got blood in the ground.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I ain't
Remember,
really
all
doing
over
it.
the world. Remember, we was first.
all over the world.
You know what I'm saying? I just think,
I think we need to take back what belongs to us.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Africa is the richest country
yeah.
on
As far as natural resources,
natural
yeah.
resources. I think we need to take it back. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
And
our power.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think all the resources that we learn here in America, back to Africa, man, be beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just,
Wakanda.
you know what I'm saying? Came where your ancestors came from. You know what I'm saying? Just really where
Yeah.
you from. You know what I'm saying?
Like
That's
when
where
you
all
go-
mankind is from.
When you go to Ireland, you meet them people, they say they've been in
Yeah.
Ireland for, they family been over there 700 years or 800 years. Like, we don't have that.
We got that. We've been here for 400 years.
I'm just saying, not by choice. It's not a beautiful history, trust me. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So, you
We've
know,
still been here for a long time. 500 years.
in,
You had some African people that wanted, well, not. You had back in the 1800s, I believe it was. You had people that went back,
yeah,
but they couldn't survive there. They didn't know how to deal with it's a lot of disease over there.
so who said that they couldn't survive though? Like who
No,
wrote
they
the
died.
story that who said that?
That's what I read in I don't know, I can't remember. But
Yeah, that's what I
researched.
researched. What if those people would have went back and flourished? Do you think they would have reported the news media or whoever wrote these books that enslaved these people? Do you think that they went back and they were better? No, they don't want you to go back, really. They'll say they want us to go back, but if all the black people leave America right now,
You
man,
know that.
yeah, it'd be a lot of stuff messed up, man. But yeah, and another subject, they just stopped all the tour traffic to Cuba.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Another colored country. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of political sanctions and all that stuff, but I don't see what is it hurting by letting people go there and visit. You know
The
what I mean?
tourists, they ain't nothing but a tourist spot. So if you take away the ships and
And what's gonna happen? Like,
they ain't gonna make no money.
and what's the end result of that?
Impoverished.
You had that for like 40 years and you didn't stop Cuba. Cuba was still there. Like, that doesn't work. Like, I think they don't want you to keep going over there and seeing that it's not as bad as how they make it. Because the way I grew up, you know, I thought Cuba was like walking through Compton. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because that's how they teach you over here. Like, you know, those people just want to kill you and this and that there. And, you know, you talk to people who went and they said it's a beautiful country and they didn't feel no kind of, you know what I'm saying, threat while they were there. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It just tripped me out that you're going to stop me from being able to go to somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm free.
You reach your boat.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They're just not going to make it easy, huh?
Nah, you make it easy. You gotta get you one of them little boats over there off Las Olas. They got a lot of rental boats over there. Go right over there. Go, man. Hey, I feel like everything is a conspiracy.
It's what I'm
I'm not on y'all side.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that to be on y'all side. I'm saying like I was just talking to some guy Friday. It's a conspiracy. Like everything can't be a conspiracy. I just don't believe everything is conspiracy. I'm not gonna say that some of that stuff not true, but not everything.
And just, I mean, I'm sure some things get caught up, but I mean,
I'm talking
I
about
always
everything.
learn if it bark like a dog, walk like a dog is usually a dog. Like,
But it's only one.
historically, these people have been proven to commit conspiracies on people. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it ain't like I'm thinking about a person that's never done any wrong, that they don't have it in them to do this.
Right,
Like,
right.
our government, we've just done it to other people. So why wouldn't we think that they do it to us? I mean, I ain't against America. I'm American. Don't get it twisted now, but, you know, I got the right to say this stuff.
Oh yeah, freaking
Yeah.
What about the flaws of America?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
that's
we got a
it.
lot of flaws. I think we should embrace some of them.
Yeah. Huh?
Huh?
To embrace your history. So they look at me.
I embrace
Did
it.
y'all catch that look on video?
Let me explain myself.
Yeah, please.
The reason why I say embrace, because when you embrace where you come from, you take the bad and the good.
Yeah.
You understand? And you understand that it helps. It actually, the bad help you be a better person, or you learn from the bad and you know what not to repeat, what not to allow again. So when you embrace that, can't nobody antagonize you with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
They hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you can still be hurt by it. Like, dog, man, that hurt me. But this is my past. When you change as an individual and you accept the past for what it is, then you say, well, I'm not gonna let this happen again. It didn't never happen again because you're not gonna let it.
But how do
You're not
you
gonna allow
heal
nobody
from
to
what-
change.
But why
How do
is
you
it
heal
always,
from the womb?
yeah, and why is it always the victim got to change?
Yeah.
Why always the victim got to change? Why the
Perpetrator, yeah.
perpetrator, why they can't change?
Oh, I
It
think
makes sense.
I think they should change. But I'm saying in order for you to get them to change, you gotta show them that you're strong, that I'm accept. Yeah, you did this to me, but it ain't gonna happen again. You understand?
Okay.
I mean,
That's what we've been
this is
doing.
my story. This is my story, and it wasn't right. This or that. You know, you talk about it and you embrace it, but you never allow anger to be your drive, your message, your speech. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, this is because I feel like in America we want to erase everything about the past. I think that's dangerous, and it's not really helpful to who we are as a country, because you got people who don't like Lee. For instance, General Lee. We know who General Lee was. He was a slave owner, right?
Yeah, Confederate general.
My last name Lee.
Yeah.
So I've been in Lee
That's
for a
why you
long
like
time.
that. No, just-
But no, but for real though, it's like my name is Lee. All right. So remember on Dukes and Hazzard, the General Lee, right?
Yeah.
That was copying in the Confederacy.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Did you like the General Lee?
The car? Yeah.
Okay.
I was young.
Did you like it?
I didn't
No,
know.
no, don't do that. Did you like it?
I liked it, but only because at that time I didn't understand
Yeah.
the flag.
Okay, but do you still like the General Lee?
No, I like the car, but not the flag.
No, but do you still like the car itself?
The
Do you
car.
like the Dukes and Hazzard? Period.
The car,
Did
yeah.
you watch the show?
Nah, I can't watch it the same way I used to.
No.
But
now I
you know,
see
you
all the
remember-
racist
you-
innuendos and stuff.
But you remember in the Dukes and Hazzard, there was a black person in the Dukes and Hazzard, right? He was a friend of the Dukes.
Yeah.
Remember that? So what it was showing, what I'm trying to say is like, it's important for us to understand that it was a lot of friendships that was built between whites and blacks
But what they
who
call
did not go along with the one side of the Confederacy. Because we don't talk about one side of the Confederacy. We don't talk about the laughter, the stuff that went on that was good. We just talk about that one aspect all the time. A lot of people smiled during that time because they had to. We was taught to be strong. We was taught to endure. We was taught to fight back when we needed to. We was taught to hide and shut up, be quiet when we need to, but still get stuff done. You understand? A lot of white people help blacks. A lot of blacks help whites. It's a lot of stuff that was in there that we learned from that built us to be a better people. That's all I'm trying to say. Listen, I'm not agreeing with picking cotton, and slave. No, I'm not agreeing with that. That was wrong. But what I'm saying is, it's our past. It's like the victim, like you were just talking about. The victim went through something that was detrimental, that was bad. But in order for them to get over it, they have to embrace it and say, look, this is my past. Yeah, you hurt me, but you didn't break me. You feel me?
Yeah.
What you did to me wanted to destroy me, but it did not. I'm still here.
But isn't
You know,
that
and I
what
teach
we've
my
been
kids.
doing?
No.
Why?
What we're teaching,
We raised ourselves up from slavery on our own. And
Not on
now
our own, you can't say that.
who else did it?
It was whites who helped us. That's what I'm trying to say.
But we started
Everybody-
the movement. They piggybacked the movement, but we started the movement. They didn't just come up with the NAACP and all these different organizations. It was mostly black people sitting at those lunch tables. It was some white people with us. Not saying, but we can't give them that movement.
Oh, no,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? It was some people who voted along with them, but at the same time, like we dusted ourselves off and we got on with our life.
But we've been fighting way before 1960. You know that?
Yeah.
We've been fighting
we
in
were
the
losing.
1800s. No, but I'm saying is we was rebelling then. You know what I'm saying? We've been fighting. We was always fighting. We just never could win because it was bigger than us. But eventually, as time kept going, we kept fighting. People kept dying. People kept getting beat, kept getting whooped. Water hoses was put on us. for a long time before 1960s even came around. People
Yeah.
been dying. But what I'm saying is, it's like if we can embrace that and show that I'm not afraid of the past because I'm not afraid, it would never go back that way.
But I think that's what we do. Nobody's afraid of it. I mean, like,
Yeah,
we're just, now we're fighting for, before we we're fighting to break the chains. Now we're fighting for the equality. Like, and the only way we got to keep bringing up what happened is because it's so many people out here that's uneducated about what really happened, because they put that spin on it that it was something that happened a long time ago and these people helped do this. So that's why you got to keep talking about it. And that's what I think make white America feel uncomfortable. But they don't want to keep hearing about it.
Yeah, we got a comment.
Oh, Mark not reading the comments.
He was yeah, I was gonna let him know.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Her name is Marie. I can't pronounce her last name.
I pronounce it like
Marie.
Marie, but I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your last name, but Marie, she says, true, but the negative is overshadowing the good, and the history is repeating itself, and not in the best way.
There's no way. There's no way that I don't see history repeating itself. I think some things have been exposed. When you got a lot
trying
of
to do, expose a whole lot of stuff. What's going on? That's behind the scenes.
That's fine. I think you should expose. What I'm saying is how you convey the message, because we got a lot of angry people. Don't allow anger to be the drive, because anger is what destroys your mindset on how you think. And that's all I'm trying to say.
But in the Bible, remember in the Bible say, I bring in the Bible and say, you can get angry, but sin not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
get angry.
So yeah. So when we gonna be angry, sometimes we can use anger to move to do the thing what we do, but still do it in the right way.
That's
You know
what I'm
what
trying
I'm
to
saying?
say. That's why I say embrace it. Embrace our history. Listen, you got a whole, I was trying to make a point earlier, and I didn't finish it. You got people that want to get rid of every Confederate flag, every statue that reminds them of what the history of America is.
I agree.
That's our history. You can't
It's
wipe
not
it out.
ours.
It is our history.
I mean, we didn't want that.
No, what I'm saying is it's our history to tell our kids to sit down and say, hey, this right here, this is General Lee. The reason why my last name is Lee is because of this man here had
He
slavery.
owned your people.
He owned my
And you
people.
used to beat them and rape your mama.
That's right. And you tell all that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying not to tell that.
But
What I'm saying is
like,
these are the stories that pass down. With Jewish people, they tell their family history. We trying to get rid of our history because we're ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of where I come from. I know this. You're not gonna put me back there. You understand? You know why you're not gonna put me there? Because I got a gun like you. Because I'm a man just like you. And I don't need you to acknowledge that I'm a black man. I'm a man, period. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that you teach your kids and you tell them, yeah, man, we was raped, we was beaten. So don't take life for granted. Don't take your educational time for granted. Read your book, study, because we have people that die for us for many, many years. But that type of message is not being passed down. We keep throwing it at America instead of passing it down to our kids and saying, hey, you need to work a little harder because you don't deserve to be here right now. And if it had not been for people staying alive back in the day, you wouldn't even be here.
But I don't think that's just the history. That's just our recent history.
Ain't no
Remember, we're
recent
black. Yes, it is. You keep talking about slavery. Remember, before those 400 years, we were people then. We were on the African continent and we had thousands of years, and they get upset when we teach that.
No, they
And
don't
we
get
had more.
upset.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Not when you teach.
They discount all of our Kemetic, anything that comes from Africa. People look at that as hogwash.
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Most Americans, like, they do. Who? I'm saying, okay, I bet you know more about John F. Kennedy history than you know about your African history.
Then
Now. No, you can tell me
now
about.
I can talk about my history about my father, my granddad. See, that's my black history.
No, your black history goes deeper than that.
But
that's where they made your history start. But you go way far. Your name ain't Lee. That's not an African name.
I understand that, and I don't know no African name. What I'm trying to say
that's
is,
the point.
listen, that is not the point. The point is that
you're African with a European name. If I was Chinese and my name was McIntosh, you look at me crazy.
But you're going to explain why your name Macintosh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Explain it, but it don't have to be with anger. Because when you're doing it with anger, your kids be angry. and they're not gonna respect this, and the cycle continues. You understand? But when you talk about your history, it's something powerful and meaningful,
Let me say
and just like
let me say this though. Go ahead. But they doing it with anger. You know what I'm saying?
who's doing it with anger?
The other folks that we talking about, just like the people who still hang up the Confederate flag. You know what I'm saying? I thought.
There you go.
Listen,
Talk about this.
listen. Now, same in sports. Okay, we they say you're a boxer, I'm a boxer, and we fight for the belt. You know what I'm saying? And you lose the fight, and I take your belt. You don't have the belt no more, right? Now, I have the belt. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with the Civil War. You understand what I'm saying? So when they had war, they lost the fight.
Yeah.
So why are they still hanging up the Confederate flag? They lost the war.
That's the
You know what I'm
history,
saying?
but that's the
No, but what I'm saying,
go ahead.
they lost the war. So really, it should be illegal for them to be hanging up the flag because
Why they
that
don't
only
why they don't tell the Jewish people to acknowledge the Nazi flag?
exactly.
It's their history. The Nazi.
Exactly.
We're talking about
So,
my history.
so you
No,
know what
but-
the flag
but I'm
stands
saying-
for. You know what the flag stands for, right?
I understand that.
Okay, so now we're they're no longer, they can't do that no more. So it should be right. If a lot of people want to Confederate flag down, take it down, it should be okay. They lost the war. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
But
It's not that. So it shouldn't be that should be displayed in America right now.
Or in your
It's not-
house,
or in
but
your
not
house
at,
or nowhere.
at state buildings and
that's
stuff
not-
like that.
that's-
That's what people are against.
So how do you teach history if you don't have tangible things to show people? How do you teach history and how not to repeat
How
it?
do they
How do you do it?
How do they teach the Jewish people that survived the Holocaust? How do they teach them about the Nazis?
They still talk about it, the Jewish people.
Exactly, but do they let them? If you fly a Nazi flag out there, the cops will be here
Yeah,
so
exactly.
fast. Nobody's asking them to
Hate
take
crime.
the flag of their oppressor, people that wanted to kill them
Mhm.
and murder them, and still just walk around and see the flag, cars riding up and down. That's so disrespectful.
No,
You know,
it's
these people
called.
wanted us dead.
Listen, I understand all that, but that's not those other countries is not American country.
No,
In this country, you have the right to believe how you choose. Now, see,
I'm
if
talking
you
about
start,
Jewish people in America.
I
I'm
understand,
talking about if you fly a Nazi flag right now in America, you're going to get in trouble.
you're not gonna get in no trouble.
Yes,
if
you
you
will.
show
Put it
up.
at your house.
Yes, you will.
I bet everything I own on it.
Yes,
You're gonna get
will.
arrested for having Nazi.
You will get arrested. They're
Yeah.
considered as a hate crime.
Yeah,
No, to
that's
do something.
anti-Semitic. That's what they call it. Anti-Semitic. No.
I ain't know you'd get arrested for it.
When they paint the swastikas on the
That's-
sides
I
of buildings
understand.
and stuff,
I
they
understand.
call them hate crimes. That's
Well,
a
yeah,
law here.
when they do something bad, they paint that. Yeah, I understand that. Well,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, I didn't know you can't have a flag flying if you didn't want to.
How many Nazi flags you see flying around?
I don't see because I don't go in the neighborhood.
I ain't talking about neighborhoods. I'm talking in your life. How many times have you seen a
and
Nazi
that,
flag
and,
flying?
and that would be considered in Germany, anyways. That's
I'm
not
talking
over here.
about America.
In America.
We
That's
have
not our
a
history.
huge Jewish population here.
But that's not our history.
But I'm doing that to say no one asked the Jewish people to accept that. Why do they ask us to accept our oppressive flag being flown in our face? And they're not even from here. And we don't ask them to do that.
But we can't, because that's not our history. That's what I'm trying to. You
What do
understand
you
what I'm
mean?
saying?
It's the world history. It's our
No.
history.
Right. It's not America's history.
But what's the difference?
Because American history has a Confederate flag that went to war, lost. That's our history. So I can't talk for the Germans. I don't know what the German people do. I don't know if they got
I'm
Nazi
not
flags
talking
up
about
there.
German. I'm talking about America.
I'm
You
not
can't
getting the
fly the
point.
flag in
You
America.
comparing apples and oranges.
Remember, Germany, it was legal. That's where Hitler is from.
I know. Yeah, listen, I understand what y'all saying. You're trying to bring another country's history over to America.
You're using it in comparison.
I understand
Yeah,
that. And I say you comparing apples and oranges. I don't think you can compare that because
It's
it's
the
not.
same thing.
Don't
No,
know
it's
it's
not.
the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Because the reason why I say it's not the same because I can't go.
100 million slaves got died. It really is apples and oranges because we died millions more people than them. So you about right on that.
I'm not. Y'all look. Let's start over.
No, it just shows how we get treated.
Exactly.
Just like with the racism thing, and I'm gonna say this in my part. Okay, we're talking about race. Now let's just change the
I don't know how we got my
conversation
view,
to a girl who got raped over and over by men. If she grow up and be sexually promiscuous and have all these problems in her life, what is everybody going to say? Well, the poor girl, you know what I'm saying? They raped her 15 times when she was young. What do you expect out of her? You know what I'm saying? People going to be sympathetic to it. But for 400 years, 300 some years, we were raped, beaten, or watched that, all the worst atrocities ever. So of course, there's damage going to come from that. You wouldn't blame the girl who got raped for her rapist raping her. So
No.
you can't blame us for them raping us culturally.
I'm not blaming us for nothing.
But that's
I'm
when
not-
you tell us we
No.
gotta change to make it better.
No.
That's what you know what I'm saying. That's how I think.
I'm not saying that we don't have a right to be angry about nothing. I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is, in order to get a victim to get over anything, they have to embrace the past. That's just period. You got to take back your power. The only way you can take back your power.
But if it keeps getting thrown in your face, how can they forget that?
Yeah.
How
It's
can
not
they
over.
embrace that? It's not over.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
you when you forgive and you get over something, you can talk about it and say, look, baby, this is what you don't do. Watch that right there.
That's what we do.
No, you're not teaching it like that. You're not saying that right now. You're not teaching that right now. You're talking about the same talk that everybody else talking about. Everybody's fuel and fire.
So how do
I'm
you
saying you
supposed to
pass
do it?
down. You pass it down to your kids like the Jewish people do. They pass down. You think they don't talk about the Holocaust? They talk about it. They talk about it every chance they get.
So you think they're gonna change this on their own?
I'm not concerned about them. See, y'all concerned about the wrong people. I'm not concerned about them.
They still in
Remember
power.
when
No,
the
no,
Holocaust,
no.
Hitler was taken out of power, so they got a chance to heal. The same people that oppressed us are still in control, so we're still in the battle, bro.
Who is oppressing? Who being oppressed right now? Because I ain't been oppressed.
supremacists.
Who? They ain't oppressing me.
That's why we talk about it, because we got people out here don't even know they being oppressed, bro. Know what I'm saying? Look at
That's that conspiracy.
the greatness
theory.
of the man you are, bro. I know you. And look, I'm just saying, if you was white, I'm speaking hypothetically, but 9 out of 10 times, if you was white with the brains you have, the drive you have, the know-how, the demeanor, you'd be way further. Not saying that you're not far now, but I'm just saying that's just the cross we have to bear as black people. We have to be exceptional. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that systematic racism has never touched you. You
I
can
didn't
turn
say
your
that.
back and not dwell on it, but it still touches you. You know what I'm saying? You
I
can
don't-
racially profile.
Yes, I have.
White
been
people
racist.
walking around never felt that before. The system never oppressed
So
them.
let me ask you a question. Do I need to be concerned about what they didn't feel? That's what I'm trying to say. Do I need to be concerned?
Well,
about
in a country
I'm
where
not
they say
concerned
you
about
have equal rights, you need to be concerned that your country is lying to you and it's not equal. That's what it is.
I
If
agree.
they
I,
just go ahead and say that nigga y'all ain't nothing, then we be good. But
But
they say we
everybody
all
don't-
equal.
But everybody don't say that. Everybody don't think that way. You have a small percentage of people who think that way.
But they in power.
You don't know that.
That's all that needs.
I know
You don't
Donald
know.
Trump.
You don't know that. Who?
Donald Trump.
Man, y'all, I'm just trying to say, look, your history, you can't erase your history. What I'm saying is, your history is going to be there to make you stronger. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not, when I see a Confederate flag, I feel like I want to go grab it.
Yeah.
No, I want to go grab the Confederate flag and show them that it don't bother me like that. I'm not going to let your situation.
So you gonna stand there and wave the
depress me.
flag? You gonna wave the flag like this up there so that you ain't.
I'm gonna be like my brothers and sisters that was born in that day. I'm gonna say, yep, we were still alive back in that day. We were still smiling back in that day.
What the
We were
redneck
still-
ride by the truck? Look at that good boy. Look at that little boy.
Hold that flag up there, boy. Wave that flag, boy.
Y'all don't wanna get past stuff.
No, I'm past it, bro.
No, you ain't.
I'm past, but I have the right to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, not.
That's
You
what
can't
I'm
talk
talking
about it. I
But
ain't
that's
saying
not
that.
doing nothing that ain't gonna change, but it's always gonna be the same.
No, it's not.
Yes, it will.
How you feel? That's gonna be always a change. Saying if you're not changing.
I'm changed. I know I'm good.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
why
why
you don't change.
I know what I stand for, and I know that there's this system out there that don't like me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
There's a
saying?
lot of people that don't like you. Black
Yeah.
people that don't like you.
But
You
the
know
system
that,
don't
right?
have power. The system got power though.
You
So
know
they
what
can
I'm saying?
use their power against you. You not like me don't really hurt me that bad because it's just a feeling thing. But a guy I'm applying for a job for, I'm applying to get into school and this and that there, they can hurt me with their dislike. That's what we mean by the system.
Well, we got what they call that thing, affirmative action.
I don't think that's good.
No.
I don't think it's right either, but that's what y'all want.
No, I know who. You just brought that up. All the comments, we never mentioned affirmative
Ain't
action.
nobody talking about you brought it up in an indirectly way. You understand that when we're talking about it's like you try to talk about equality and being equal. Well, they came up with affirmative action, so we can be equal.
But that's not equal. That didn't help us. It don't, because then you're just putting people, you're not putting people up on their merit. You're moving them up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Listen.
Now can I start? Just let me just rock with this real
But
quick.
let me just say what I think about affirmative action. Affirmative, to me, affirmative action means in the person who has the power, they okay, say if you have a job, you work for the person, they could just fire you for any reason. They only have to, if they don't want to get rid of you, they can just get rid of you with no explanation.
That's not affirmative action.
That-
That's talking about like a quota.
Affirmative action is when
You
they
gotta
have
so
a
many
quota. Yeah, you gotta have so many
white,
blacks. Like
so
in the
many
barbershop,
Spanish.
you can't have this shop here without having 3 black barbers in here. That's what they said. Like the college, y'all gotta take at least
Oh, I got
100.
that wrong.
But the fact that them having affirmative action only proves the fact that it was bogus before. They had to make a law for you to accept 50 applications from black people.
Well, because we had people like you was just saying.
Had. We
No,
still
I'm
got
just saying,
them.
okay, well,
Just make them out of
Well,
public.
what I'm just saying, you got these different ones out there who will stop you from getting ahead. So you had people in office who decided to come up with a law, and that's how things change is through laws, right? That's what y'all talking about, marching and talking, right? And you get things changed through what? Laws, right? Y'all don't want to. They don't want to say nothing. I'm feeling you. Okay, so what I'm saying is use the laws to do what you do, but then at the same time, what you were just saying, you feel like affirmative action is not right. Why? Because it don't hire you based upon merit. What I'm saying is they will hire you in America because we are a free country, right?
Yeah.
I am free. I'm not in no chains. But anyways, I'm not gonna let you throw me. Okay, because we are in America, you have the right to start your own business without anybody stopping you from doing that. You don't need affirmative action says, look, I gotta hire you because you're black.
How do I start?
And you're wrong for that.
No money.
And that's wrong, right? That's what you're saying, right?
I'm saying this, yeah.
You feel like I don't want no handout. That's basically what it is. Just like a handout, right?
Because I think it hurt us a little bit.
Right, it's like demoralized us a little bit. Like, people,
Yeah.
dog, you only hired because of affirmative action. You didn't really work hard for it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I get that. So what I'm saying is, when you embrace your past, when you stand strong on who you are, say, look, I'm a man not because you say I'm one. I'm a man because I know I'm one. I take care of my responsibility. I don't need you to tell me nothing. I don't need you to hire me to feed me. I don't need you to go give me land. I'll go buy my own land. That's what I'm trying to say.
Law saying you can't own land and
You go going all the way back to that. I'm talking about right now.
do you know about government redlining? Like when
Yeah, it's called
they redline.
Jared.
You still going. I don't care what you do. You're going to end up sitting at a desk, and 9 out of 10 is going to be a white man across from you. Start you a business, a lucrative business. At some point, you're going to have to go to them. Like even when you pay rent, you're not paying it to another black man. You're not paying him to a person that empathizes in your struggle.
You pay to a dark skinned man, right? He just go happen to be not.
But his way of thinking falls in line with the white supremacists.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying, that's just how it is. They come here. That's why they come here to take advantage of the black people. They come into our communities, open liquor store in the store. I see it and live it every day.
Yeah.
They don't go in Weston and open a corner store because they won't make no money.
They don't.
So
They
at some
don't, they don't
point,
put no money back in.
you're gonna have to deal. Okay, Clarence Mike can start his own barbershop with need nothing. Then they start sending in inspectors and code enforcers and this and that. So at some point, you're gonna have to deal with these people because they're empowered. They own everything.
That's fine. I don't have no problem dealing with
But
it.
if these people are against you, they can make it hard for you.
But
So
you can't
all
stop
this
me,
start
though.
your own business, they can't stop you.
No, they can't. You want to be stopped. Can't nobody stop
Oh,
you.
they never stopped me yet.
Okay,
I'm just saying, but they
You on my
tried.
side.
No, but I'm saying the fact that they keep trying. Know what I'm saying? That's
Well, you
the
had
problem.
some. Listen, but you had black people trying to stop black people from stop business. You had white people trying to stop white people. It's an endless, like, people don't want you to grow. They're gonna stop you anyways. All I'm saying is you gotta grow from. That's it.
I'm growing. And I'm learning a whole lot.
Not you as an individual. I'm just saying. When you as an individual grow, then you speak out, grow with
So
everybody.
ideally, in your world,
I ain't talking about
I'm
ideally,
just
talking about
asking
this
you
world.
a
I'm
question.
living here
I'm trying
too.
to understand, like, in your world, how would we
Stop
as black
saying
people
that.
show? To me, you're in a different world, but
I'm not
how
in
would we as black people show? How can we show you?
Don't
that we
show me
be-
nothing.
No, let me finish.
Yeah, let me
How
tell you
can
what
we
you
show
do.
people
My
who
bad.
think like you
Uh-huh.
that we have evolved? What do we need to do to show that what we forgiven and we have evolved? Like, what will we be able to do to show these people that's how we feel now?
First, stop showing them.
Huh?
You got to show them nothing.
What do you mean show them what?
You just said that. What do we have to show these people?
But I'm
That's
saying
what I'm
to
saying. I
change
don't-
your way of thinking, because you feel like right now we're still teaching this wrong stuff to our kids and we're detrimental to you know, that's your
Yeah.
argument. So I'm saying, what can we do to satisfy you and people who think like you, and to knowing that we've evolved, that we picked ourselves up from our bootstraps and we're just trying to evolve more?
I understand that. I'm trying to say stop talking and stop amplifying your oppressor. That's all y'all do. You amplify him to be this great thing, and he's gonna keep you down instead of amplifying God, amplifying yourself, amplifying who you are. You stay focused on what passed. You keep your oppressor at the forefront of your thought. Everything. Oppressor, 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 oppressor. I ain't gonna magnify no oppressor. Because you're not oppressing me. I oppress myself. You understand? So
You do
I'm
that
not
with the devil.
I'm just, huh?
You do that with the devil. The
I don't
devil.
let the devil
like
know.
you preach on the devil
Listen,
every day. When you talk to people, you speak
I
about the
tell
devil.
them that they can do all things. I don't talk about the devil. I don't amplify the devil. I'm telling you, I do not do that. I do that out here. When you hear me preaching, do I amplify the devil?
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Come on now.
Come on, what?
You said don't amplify your oppressor.
I'm
But
saying
when
is-
you preach about the greatness of God,
Right,
and,
I
and the
amplify.
terribleness of the devil.
But-
Stay
but-
away from the devil, right?
Small. You understand? Minimize it. That's all I'm trying to say. Minimize it. You can't amplify your oppressor over your. You shouldn't. Okay, you can't amplify your oppressor over yourself all the time. We constantly do that. Every black man that I talk to, I tell you, if you try to talk to him, white man, white man, white man. Oh my God, can you get over it, please? Because now I don't see no change on nobody out here in these streets. Period. I don't see it. So it's like that's what I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing the conspiracy theories. Everything is white this, white this. Yes, there was a time when we was oppressed like that, but it's not like that anymore. Do you look at TV today? You know how many commercials show a lot of black people on TV? Wow, on the commercials. What?
Who control the TV?
Oh my God.
I just said.
You know what? I think you bothered me.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to show you, bro. It's all from
I'm
something,
not-
bro.
Yeah, no,
Who
I'm
control
not.
what you see on TV?
Listen, I'm not saying there's not some white person behind the desk.
Yeah.
I'm just saying don't amplify him. You make him bigger all the time. Every time you go outside.
So we
white
should
men
stop
get-
talking about racism and oppression and that kind of stuff. That's basically what.
No. I don't want you to stop talking about. I don't want you to pass down the history to your kids. No, you should do that because they need to know who we
So
are.
once
and
a
where we
week, I
come
should
from.
talk to my kids about it, but don't talk to them about it every day.
No, you want to talk to them about it every day? I don't care. You talk to your kids.
So
as much
now
as
I'm
you
not
want.
amplifying it.
No, you telling your history. When you talk, listen, if you're telling me a story, you don't amplify.
Oh, but
the
don't
whole
tell them
person.
that it's still going on, right? I'm not.
No, you
joking.
gotta
I'm
be
trying to
careful.
really find out.
No, I'm saying you should tell them. Say, listen, when you get pulled over by a white officer, make sure you got your hands where you're supposed to be. You just telling him the danger.
Like that.
No, you telling him the danger of some white officers, because not all white officers like that. You telling him the danger. Say, keep your hands. You know, when he asks you stuff, give them to him. You just warning him. But don't be talking about something. You need to fear. You got black people fearing. And I hate that. Just recently, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you had a black man who was standing in his yard. We talked about this, I believe. And the white man came up and he thought he was somebody else. And then he was trying to tell him, come here. The black lady scared and the black man, he was saying he was scared. Stop fearing these people. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm
Stop
scared that
fearing.
killing people look like me all the time and getting away
I'm
with
not
it. That's a
finished.
natural emotion.
You a man just like me. What I'm trying to say, look, stop fearing. When you allow fear, you become inferior. I don't need to fear you. You a man just like me. Respect
You're
him.
human though. You're gonna be scared.
No,
of
man,
something.
not like that. Not when you're shaking in your boots and you don't want to touch nothing.
Nah,
Man,
How can
no,
you stop that though? If
You
I'm
stop.
scared, I'm scared, bro. I don't control
we're,
that.
we're scared because
When they
everyone
use the
keep
badge,
amplifying.
when they use the badge for them to do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'll bring
I'm not saying
I'll be nervous a little bit.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
understand
saying?
nervousness, but I'm talking about scared. What I'm saying is when a young person who hears us talking and then they see a see an officer, they already shaking in their boots. We don't
But
need
why
that.
why he was scared though? Because he came on his property, lying and said that he was another person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
He
why?
thought
So
he
why?
was, because that's
If a police officer coming to you and lying, so what
He
are you
wasn't
trying to
lying.
do?
He
Yes,
was lying. They caught him in the lie on the video.
You called him in a lie.
What I'm saying is he said he thought he was. That's what I'm trying to say. When
Man,
he
he
went
was
to
lying.
him. What? He didn't arrest him. You know
That
how
looked
long?
nothing like that guy.
I'm
How did
talking
you
about-
think that was me?
Listen, I ain't talking about what the officer said. What I'm saying is if he wanted to really arrest him, he would have threw him on the ground. He kept tugging at the man for a long period of time. So it was out of ignorance that the officer thought that he was somebody else. He just wanted him to come to the car. If he really wanted to drop him, he could have dropped him, but he did not. Because the black man kept saying, hey, it's not me. And then the black man kept saying, I'm not going with you. And then the black lady was like, please don't hurt me. It's like it was going left when all you had to do was just calm down and say, officer, please, it ain't me. Can you get my ID?
And
Can
you
my-
think
can my
that's what he
officer-
was saying.
He didn't say nothing about that ID. He just kept saying, it's not me.
But I don't have to show you my ID. I'm sitting in my yard. I don't have to.
If
I have
somebody,
the right.
you have the right also to show your ID.
No, I
Go
don't. This is not a stop and ID state. You have to suspect me of committing a crime. That
Look,
is
Lord,
the law.
What I'm Lord, forget about the law right now because
No,
your
I
life.
forget
I'm
about the
done.
law.
I'm done.
I'm trying to say
No,
something.
no,
I'm
no.
trying to say something.
But
Can I
what
finish?
it is? So
I'm not done.
if we gonna apply
Yeah.
and don't exercise our right, or we don't be scared and exercise our right. Which one it is?
Listen, what I'm saying is you have to use common sense where common sense is needed. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Don't be fearful of the law when the law is on your side.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is
okay.
that when I have a right to do something, then officer, I can talk to this man like I'm a man. Say, excuse me, sir. I understand you think I'm somebody, but if you go get my
But
ID,
he grabbing
I'll
you,
have-
putting your hands behind his
then you
back.
still listen. If he doing that to say, baby, go get my ID for the officer. That's
I'm
all
not
I'm
giving
trying to
you my
say.
ID.
No.
I'm not giving you my
Then you don't
ID.
want to be free.
No. I'm not giving you my ID until you tell me what I'm being paid.
Right now, I'm already saying this not me. So I don't care less what you got to say. I just want my baby to go get the ID so he can see it, so this can be over. He go his way and I go back to my business. Y'all trying to prolong it by resisting instead of saying,
No,
hey,
that's not resisting.
you have a right also to diffuse it. Don't you understand your
That's
right?
not a right. That's a choice. My right is I don't have to give you nothing. I don't have to diffuse nothing. I'm not a law enforcement officer.
We're gonna keep having young people die because everybody want to be bold.
But it ain't
you got
just
this right.
When it's killing
Get
you,
that
but
job.
when it's gonna stop though.
When you
stop.
understand that you're a man
A
and
black
that you can talk, that you're a black man, I don't care. You're a man, you're a black man, and you have the right to speak and say what's on your mind without being scared. Say, officer, please, sir, can you go look at my ID? That's it. When you stop resisting and show that you got power. What about Michelle Obama? She said this one thing, and I know we got to go. Michelle said, when they go high, we go low. Did she say that? Or when they go low, we go high. However, the point is that when your enemies try to take you out low, whenever they're trying to do some nasty stuff, you go high. You got to show your dignified way. Say, you know what? Officer, look, go get my ID, baby. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's it. And the problem going to be solved, and I'm going to go my way. You going to go yours. And I get to see my kids later. I ain't got to worry about them.
That
Right,
guy
Bobby,
stood up and he got to see his kids later, and he drew attention to the racism that was going on.
And how many people don't die because standing up just
That
like
guy didn't die. That guy saw his
Okay.
kids later.
What about the other person that
What
died?
about
You
the
don't
person
think
that
they
died
should?
that was getting his wallet out that the police told he was doing everything he said?
I just said let the officer go get it. That's what I just told
No,
you.
I'm
You
just saying.
lying.
Philando Castile was in his car. The guy asked him for his ID. He tell him I got gun license. He told him give it here. He reach in his pocket. He shoot him and kill him. What about that guy?
Well, that white man wrong for that.
Exactly. So that when I see that, that's what scares me about the police. My mom telling me to be careful, that don't scare me about it. But when I see them killing people that look like me, that might be doing something that I'm doing, that's what's scary. You can't blame the fear that our parents are putting that into us. No,
Yeah,
they're
but
just
it's
trying to keep us alive.
Not if you're talking about what he just said, talking about I ain't showing him nothing, and then I'm gonna do. Then you
If I don't have
resist it.
to,
You
why
fighting
can't they
against
make the law?
you fighting against some power that you don't have no control over.
So
With
why
that
did they
incident,
tell me I have
if-
that right then?
I don't know why they told you that. They tell you
Because
because
it's the law.
because you should exercise. I don't know. I'm just telling you that sometimes you gotta use common sense. For me, If somebody telling me, I'm saying, officer, look, you want me to reach in my pocket? No, you can get it. I can get out of the car. No, you gonna get it. You understand? Because I'm not gonna put myself in no predicament where you gonna shoot me.
I ain't finna keep getting the bully my lunch money. He might take my lunch money
Hey,
2
look,
times
man,
at
let me
lunch.
tell you.
The 3rd time, you ain't getting my money. I'm gonna fight. That's, I think, the same thing going on. Yeah, I can keep on and I'll make it home and I won't get beat up. Let me go and get him his lunch money. Let him get this. But when is it gonna stop?
Well, first
When
of
you
all,
stand up.
police ain't taking my lunch money.
I'm just saying. I'm
No,
saying. I'm
listen.
using lunch money in allegory as saying they're taking your rights away.
They ain't taking my rights away. I feel like they ain't taking my rights. And you know, if I want to go report you, I can do that. But I got to be alive to do that. I got to be alive
They're
to do
using the
that.
fear of death to control how you act.
No, they didn't use no fear of death. I'm not scared to die. To be absent from this body is to be present with the Lord. So if I
But
die,
you said,
But
I'll
now
be
what
with
you
Jesus.
saying?
but you're making moves so you don't die.
I'm doing that so that they can understand that I'm not a violent person. See, we gotta change the narrative. The narrative is that they think
We
we're
don't
violent.
have to
They
be
think
violent,
we-
but
they
downtown
think we always in
police
trouble.
gonna be violent.
Everybody's
violent.
Well,
listen.
9 times out of 10, that police,
clean.
that 9 times out of 10, that
But
police officer gonna be violent. Because as soon as you know your rights, and then you exercise, they gonna get mad and get upset. Then I want to be violent.
You can't be being angry and upset and yelling at him. You're gonna cause him to get upset too. And we're
If
gonna
you doing
lose.
something wrong,
I'm not saying that he's not doing it, Clarence. Listen, when you got somebody who got a gun, you can't be yelling and screaming unless you're prepared to die.
Like you say, you got a gun too. I got
But
a
I
gun
ain't got
in
it
my
on me.
car too.
I ain't got it on me.
But I'm just saying, because the person have a gun, I gotta do everything they say.
At that moment, you should, unless he a robber coming in your house, then no,
be working for
you gonna die.
He's supposed to be upholding a certain code. He's
But
supposed to-
everybody don't do that.
So
You
that's
know
what I'm
that.
saying was wrong. That's what we talk about is wrong.
Yeah,
Don't
but
blame me because
I
I'm
ain't
pointing that out.
I'm blaming you if you die. If you leave here right now, God forbid, and you die because your
I
boy's
don't
being
care.
hard-headed,
I
I'll
ain't
be like, Lord,
Wow, I'm better.
no, you ain't better.
I am.
Well, yes, yeah, well, I don't know, but I'm
You
just
I'm just saying.
No,
what I'm saying.
What do you mean you better? Why
I'm
would you
saying
say that?
I'm going to be with the Lord.
Well, we ain't gonna get into that right
No,
now.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In my way of thinking, I'm going to be where it's better than me sitting here being oppressed.
hey,
I'm
You
not
know
being
what I'm saying?
well,
Now you can be the
I-
judge and
exactly.
say such and such and such, but that's how I feel. Know what I'm saying?
well, I'm gonna be mad at Lord. I
a lot
just talked to
of
Lord. We
things
just had this
that
thing
changed
on.
in America. A lot of things that what things would happen, how things changed in America. A lot of people died. It's gonna take that. You know what I'm saying?
Might be
And-
me. Might be you.
Yeah, and
Well, God
But
forbid, I ain't
so-
finna die with no foolishness.
But
And
you,
I don't think it's
you born
foolishness to
again
me.
Christian. God got a mansion in 44 acres up that way. Why
I
you?
ain't finna
Man,
die with no
I think
angels.
Christians should be the one ready to die.
No, they die for Christ, not for no.
But I'm saying,
system.
no matter
I
where
ain't
you
die
die.
for no American system.
So when you get
you
to
don't
the
want me to
gates,
put my
Peter
you
gonna
want me
say
to stand
you died for the
America.
system.
What?
You can't come in. Peter gonna say you can't come in because you died for the system. Hey, come
Are you
on, man.
serious?
Go ahead on, bro. Like for real. Like if you die
Listen, you gotta
for
stand.
righteousness, you should be good.
You stand for righteousness, that's a good thing. But right now ain't the time to be standing up because I don't want to get no ticket. You pull me over, just go ahead and give me my ticket and let me go about my business. I'm not gonna sit there. Why you pull me over? You
Get
don't
out
know.
the car.
Get out the car.
Lay
I'm
on the
getting out the
ground.
car.
You gonna lay on the ground?
Hey, I'm gonna lay on the ground.
In the rain, what?
I don't care. Right now, I be pissed off, mad, and upset. I be like, why you got me on this ground?
Why you been talking loud? Why you being
I'm
hostile?
not being hostile.
Yes,
I just
you
asked
are.
a question.
Don't ask me no more questions,
Okay,
nigga,
officer,
boy.
I'm gonna be like, no, it's
No, what I'm saying, that,
Why
I'm,
you
just,
say-
I'm telling you, it sounds like a joke, but this is what
That's
really
what
happened.
Yeah, but
They be
that's what
trying to
happened.
incite you, the bad ones.
They tried to
Yeah.
incite you. So now you admitting what I'm saying.
But they got me laying in my white outfit in the water,
Where you
bro.
got with the
I
outfit?
can't control not getting angry. Like,
I ain't telling you not to get angry. I'm just telling you how to channel your anger to be more positive so you see your kids. Because at the end of the day, your kids need you more than that cop being trying to make a statement for some cop being a white man because he calling you a nigga right now. Man, forget that junk. He ain't gonna come in my house to do that.
if I don't stand up for him, sooner or later, he gonna come in my son's house and do it.
Well, my son, well, I ain't finna get on that. Anyways, y'all, what y'all thoughts is about what we talking about? I don't know how we always go to the black and white thing.
The
I just
whole
don't
world is
understand,
in
'cause
black
it's
and white.
like conspiracy. Huh?
The whole world, everything is black and white, bro.
I don't see that.
Next, what we gonna talk about next time?
We're gonna talk about next week. Is this us video movie?
Yeah.
When they see us.
Yeah, when they see us. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that next week
Lord,
When they
have
see
You know
us.
what? You know what it's gonna end up being. Look,
Yeah, I already know that.
You
I already
already
know
know.
that. I already
Now
know
I
that.
want you to watch the movie for
I
real,
am.
though.
I know
Don't
about
put
it.
read
it's 4
through it.
episodes.
No, 4 episodes. You gotta sit there and watch it now.
Watch it.
Yeah. Food. What now? Yeah, it's 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
How long they are?
One like an hour.
Oh, okay, I got that. I thought you were talking like 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. But y'all, y'all got you.
You gotta change.
No, I'm just messing. I just said that to bother y'all. That's all.
We do, man. We all got
But yeah, y'all need to change though. Y'all mindset, how y'all be thinking. It's like it's one dimensional.
But how
it's
is
one
it,
way.
How it kept us
It's one
so
way.
we think like this here, but it kept us scar free. We good.
Hey, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So you can survive out here and have a militant mind. It's
Militant
just be vigilant on how you act. You know what I'm saying?
I guess y'all.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, that's it for the day. Next week, Tuesday at 7 o'clock. No, 7:15, right? 7 o'clock. We're gonna be here and we're gonna do live Facebook and YouTube, and we're talking about what's it called?
How they see us.
When they see
us. When they see us.
Oh, when they see us. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that movie on next week. We sorry didn't really get into a whole lot of stuff, but we gotta change this narrative, man. Just black and white all the time, man. I tell you, human. You're a black man, but you're a human man first, right?
No, black.
You're a black man first. I guess so.
I can't take this black off me.
So you take your black.
Yeah.
If you look at my feet real light skin.
Under the bottom.
Boy. All right, y'all. So we'll see y'all next week, Tuesday at 7 o'clock, if the Lord's will. All right. So we just keep it going. God bless y'all. The final thought is keep hope alive.
Oh Lord,
No? What you think? What's the final thought? Go ahead, real quick.
My final thought is,
Yeah,
I don't know. What you think?
What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
What's your final thought, Ken? You gotta be more
Like I said in the last video, keep on live, but know your rights and exercise. Stand up for your rights, man. Okay, I'm a man. Yes, I'm a man. If I ain't doing nothing wrong, you can't come to me. You know what I'm saying? Using that badge to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with
I'm gonna
that.
exercise my rights.
But do it with intelligence and with
I understand
patience
that.
and humble.
I understand.
Humility.
And make sure you say master when you say anything
You
to
see what I'm talking about?
No.
True.
They like when you call them that.
Look at the Great Debaters. Look at the Great Debaters, the movie. You'll see it. He used some. He had to show that white officer. He talked to him.
That movie.
Yeah, you gotta see that.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll see it. But anyways, God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful week, and try not to stay get wet. Stay dry.
All right.
Bye. Yeah.
We don't overrun the time, did we?
We did. We just went over like 10 minutes. We go over it. Okay. So anyway.
Oh,
Oh yeah, remember because we stopped.
Nah, true, man.